We're just gonna talk about product. So
Talk about the map, okay.
yeah, so we'll talk
Dude,
about.
one thing I never got. Okay, does the pocket static jump, dude?
Wow.
No, the pocket
No.
is not stacked. No.
Okay.
First of all, you're gonna always be on. You're gonna always be on gunboats 100% of the time. Secondly, you're gonna be yeah, not static jumping. What the fuck?
You were so delicate a sniper.
And thirdly, you're taking very few heals.
Okay. So basically like two roamers.
Yeah, exactly. So me and
Yeah.
me and Panda both play very close to the medic 100% of the time.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
And yeah, I mean it changes. I mean both scouts play super close. Our scouts, like, ideally, like if the game
Okay,
is
guys, focus.
if the game is played perfectly, we both scouts should be taking more heals than both soldiers. That won't always be the case, but like in an ideal world where the game is played perfect every time, that would be what's happening. Especially like if our scouts aren't hot. You know, if I've been like really bad the last week or two. I mean, if that's happening, you know, I'll be taking less heals. I'll be taking less heals because I don't want to take away from people who really need it.
All you have to do is stay alive and stay between me and the enemy and look scary, and you're fine. Make them think that you're confident and can hit shots.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. There's a lot of denial happening here. So we'll talk about. Let's see. We have to talk about mids. We have to talk about how Ubers are gonna work. We have to talk about forward holds. Well, just holds in general. So I guess we'll just talk about mids first because that's the first part of the game. So. Just like every other map, I can be retarded sometimes, and I can sometimes forget to stop killing me.
Wow. Oops.
Sometimes I forget to call mid, so we're just gonna have a standard mid that we play if I don't call it, and that's just gonna kind of be an aggro mid. So our soldiers need to be really proficient about taking high ground. The way I prefer to play it, we have one soldier play. So safety, you know the rock on top right, like the little
Yeah.
thing. That's called safety. I think different people call it different things, which is why I'm saying it's called safety. I call it safety. So we have a soldier up there. There's the little shack above connector. Our other soldier plays up there until something happens on mid. So yeah, we have soldiers on safety. Our scouts are like playing around the rock. Our med is playing on the right side. So I'm trying to. So I think this big one.
Cliffside.
I think this big one's called main, and then this other
No,
one
no,
has
no,
to be
no.
called ramp.
That's main you're in right now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
The other
main.
one is cliff.
This
Why-
is cliff.
why is
This
this-
is ramp.
Why is the
Cliff
smaller
The
is
one
on
with the
top.
cliff
Fuck.
is cliff,
No,
and the one you're
No,
in
no,
is
no.
main.
You're wrong. This is cliff up here.
Yeah, the cliff
no,
is
no,
like
I'm
clearly
like by
the cliff.
Okay.
Cliffside. Yeah.
This is cliff, but this is ramp.
Okay, so
Okay.
So
And then
the
this
big-
is main.
The big
I
one
just
is
know
ramp
the
and
one
the
that's
small one is
under
main. It's
Japan
weird.
is main.
Yeah, that's main. And then this is concrete.
Yeah. So
Or-
yeah, we
or
got,
grass.
We got all of these things we got down. We got grass. We got concrete. We got China. We got Japan. We got cliff.
Japan,
Wait, the fuck? Where's Japan, dude?
right here.
It's that
It's up
little
right above
bridge.
ramp. You can
Like
like
that
hide on
thing
it.
where I'm
Japan.
shooting?
Yep.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
Japan.
That's Japan. Okay,
Just
and
standing
that's
on there,
what
yeah.
the fuck?
China.
Who
That's
made
China.
up
Is the
these
big one?
things,
The big
man?
one is China, and the small one's
The
Japan.
big one
That
is the
makes
wall
sense.
of China, and so the small one must be Japan.
Okay,
It totally
Very
makes
that
sense.
logical.
makes a lot of sense.
I'm even. It's even oriented like the real world map. Like.
Until you turn around, because that's mirror image.
Well, you just position yourself differently. Oh,
No.
Fuck. No.
Makes when how mirrors work.
If you just pretend house
If you
isn't.
stand
If you
behind
just
the
pretend
house,
house
then
isn't there.
it'll be
yeah.
right.
Anyway,
Alright, so I'm gonna be... Alright, I'll be the shack soldier here.
no, I would prefer a roaming be shack soldier.
Yeah.
Because like,
Yeah?
there's still gonna be a
Okay.
heal priority. Like if one of our soldiers needs heals, if both of our soldiers needs heals, our pockets should be taking it first.
Okay. Alright, I'll be here and
You're
doing
pl-
a thing, I
You're
guess.
playing much more like a roamer, but you're not. You know, if someone has to take a pocket roll, it's gonna be you. Does that make sense?
You're
Alright,
jumping a lot
got
more.
it.
In fact,
I
we're
virtually
not. I
never see the
personally
pocket
would
have to
not
take a
use
pocket roll.
shotgun on this map.
Oh yeah, nobody does.
Yeah.
Nobody uses shotgun.
Yeah, just
Okay.
jump. Yeah.
I don't even.
I mean,
think, I
I've
don't even
seen
think
Rando
Rando
use it
But
before.
does he use it on product?
Yeah, I've seen it do. It can be really good just because scouts are so strong, and it can be good, but it requires your whole team to play a
Yeah.
specific way.
And you have to be rando.
And yeah, you have to be fucking rando.
Okay, so that'll be the standard mid, but there's a ton of mids on product. We're gonna be going over like 3 or 4. So we also have a double bomb mid, which is exactly like every other double bomb mid on every other map. I mean, it's just our soldiers bomb in. The only difference is that the double bomb, the goal is not necessarily to kill people. You feel free to take your double bomb and just use it 100% to get behind them and distract them.
Yeah, what I do personally on double bomb mids, I seriously just do like a really fucking high bomb, and then I honestly like I like fly over them, but I end up strafing back towards our side. Which takes a lot of their spam.
Yeah,
And focuses it on
that's
me.
solid. That's solid. I wouldn't do that with a double bomb though. I would do that with like, I don't know, just call that you're doing it, and we'll play mindful of it. Because a double
Why
bomb,
not?
because then you'll be baiting glow if you do it like that.
What? Why? We're
'Cause
not committing. You just said that. So if he's gonna go for a distraction play or going behind as well, then I'm not baiting him, unless he's gonna go right in by himself. Unless he's literally like going into them. I thought you said the point of the double bomb was not to go into them and
yeah,
just straight up die.
Well, that's because you can. It doesn't have to be. If there's a good opportunity to, whoever calls the bomb should call what they're doing with it, basically. Like
Alright.
if you don't want to go into their combo, then call that you're bombing behind. You know, I'll call a double bomb at the start. A soldier, you know, preferably our pocket, will call what he's doing with his bomb, and then we'll play off of that. There can also just be like, we don't have to do a double bomb to do that. We can just have a soldier, you know, bomb behind them, and everyone else play. Like, we can have our pocket play safety, our roamer get behind, and just walk forward once our roamer's behind.
That's kind of dangerous. We have to be very quick to reactions when we have someone behind,
Well,
especially soldiers.
just in general,
because
we have to be. This mid is like, you have to go on almost anything. You can't just play behind your rock for very long. If you hear your demo say I've done 100, you have to go. If you hear someone say I've got a scout looking at me, you have to go.
Yeah.
They'll probably
like-
also be sacking a lot for the med because this is a really med suicidal map.
Yeah.
And so
So definitely,
if I die, you're gonna have to get the med.
yeah. So definitely take to heart what we tried to do today. Where if our med dies, you sack. Just
Yes.
always do. Like if you're fucking, and if you can't, even if you can't jump, just waddle forward. Like draw fire for the other people that are trying to do it. Like you just have to hold W. So there's also 4-man sacks. So in the past with my teams, I've had trouble getting 4-man sacks in. Before we talk about that, let's finish talking about mids. So we talked about double bombs. We've talked about just a soldier getting behind. We've talked about safety and shed and the scouts playing around. If we decide to run crits to mid, I would recommend not playing on safety, but playing like more towards cliff. You just really need to not be taking damage during a crits mid.
Yeah.
That's one where you do play it very passive, and you can let them take a little bit of the ground because you'll have crits, within 10, probably within 20, 25 seconds of the mid starting, and you need to all be alive during the crits. What else is a thing? I don't ever want to run sniper to mid. Like if we really, I don't know, maybe we should. No, I'd prefer just learn how to play product without doing that.
Why? Product's a really good sniper map.
But I just want to play it to mid. I don't think.
Why?
I don't think me or Panda are that good at sniper to just do it to mid.
Dude, I suck at product, and I really feel like I need to practice sniper on this map. I've seen roamer. Like,
I'm not
just
saying it's not good, but I just don't want to
effective.
run it to mid. I'd prefer to just play a real mid, and if they run sniper, to play extra aggro. Like
I'd have to agree. I don't
during
think
the-
sniper's the play.
I mean, it's not like the
I'm
rest
not. I'm
is
not
fast.
saying. I'm not saying we're never gonna run sniper, but
I know. I'm just saying, why not the mid?
because I prefer to have everyone be a
you wouldn't
combat
be jumping
class.
people as much as possible. Like basically, I think what I've heard is that you play sniper on this if the other team has a sniper.
No.
Exactly.
What? No.
A lot of the time, yes. We're gonna at least try one route, like one life, just trying to play aggro on the sniper, and if it doesn't work,
Like that
we'll
shit
run
works
sniper.
if you're like fucking snipe god, dude.
Yeah,
Like
but none of us are yet.
yeah.
I can snipe snipers as medic. Does that count? As long as they're newbies.
Like, think about how much damage you do as a rumor, and how many frags you get as rumor.
I
Or
don't
how
on
much
product.
shit you. Or how
That's
much,
the thing.
Well, Alterium, practice
We'll
your,
see,
practice
we'll
your,
see.
practice your sniper,
Well,
and
actually,
I promise
the
you'll
thing
get a
is,
chance.
you don't need to frag people for TF2. It's not important to frag. It's important to keep people off the point.
True
And if you
fact.
can just scare them away, that counts too.
That's a true fact. That is a
So
very
you're
true
still
fact.
contributing.
Yeah, but soldiers aren't very fucking scary on product. Are you kidding me?
Shh, don't tell him that.
Aim your rockets better. It'll be scary.
Oh yeah.
We just gave you the secret. Now
But
you know.
snipers are like the scariest fucking shit in the world on product. Like
Well,
they actually
practice
are.
your sniper and become
Yeah.
the scariest shit in the world, and I'll consider running it to mid. I think that covers all the mids because I don't want to talk about sniper to mid right now. So let's talk about Ubers. So, in general, if we don't have Uber and they do, our med should never like leave the doors in front of spawn. So like you know you shouldn't be walking. I don't know if you're on me right now, Skittle.
Yeah, I
But,
am.
yeah, you shouldn't be walking past this. You really shouldn't even be in main.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't be walking past this.
Okay.
I mean, even be careful like being back here. Like,
So you said I'm much more like a rumor. So does that mean our scouts are gonna be taking our Ubers?
yes, yes. As a matter of fact, yes.
Sometimes, yeah.
If both scouts are there, yes. And depending on how close they are,
Yeah.
if they're really far away, it can be more efficient. It can be more effective to flash a soldier and try to get on their med.
Yeah.
But if they're
If I'm
they're-
running
yeah,
scout crits though, we're not gonna be critting on the scouts usually.
yeah,
It's demo.
demo and soldier. Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, okay, so yeah. If they're generally, I like playing Cliff a lot because it's. I mean, as long as they're not forward holding, their demo's not right there. It's generally pretty easy to get up on Cliff and hold it without getting fucked up at all. I generally only call to play grass if we failed on Cliff a couple of times.
Okay.
We do 4-mans especially if they're not like on Cliff. You can get a lot closer to their combo, and I think you can get better jumps from Cliff. Although you can kind of do like, you can kind of get like a wall shot off the connector thing if you.
I
left,
know
but-
so many jumps
Oh.
on this map. There's a lot
Yep.
you can jump. There's honestly jumps from any position on this map onto their med.
Right on.
So
So-
Yeah, I was gonna say. Is
I
that a
honestly find
sniper
Cliff
on
harder
Cliff?
because Cliff there's like no there's one place where you can hit a second rocket to get deep in, but everywhere else you can this house and this like middle house left of Japan is like it's really good for a second rocket to get really deep.
All right, all right. Yeah, as long as
Dude,
you're, as long as
jumping
we're
off
getting
of cliff and then like skip jumping off the fucking safety rock is like a god bomb, dude. Like check this shit.
So the big thing is not like exactly where you're going. The big thing is that you manage to get into the 4-man. So in general, since I usually play combo scout, it'll be me building, and Panda and everyone else going in. So we just need to be. I call a 4-man. That does not mean you go immediately. That means you come to our med, get buffed, and this shouldn't take more than like 5 seconds. Because usually if I call a 4-man, it's because like we've all died or something.
Yeah.
Wait,
So-
what? 4-man if we've all died, then how do we have 4 people into 4-man?
We spawn in like 4 seconds.
We get
Oh,
faster
oh,
spawns,
okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
So when they
I was
cap,
about to say, yeah.
so when they cap, we get faster spawns.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so I call a 4-man. You come get a buff. Preferably, like I'll be trying to peek and find exactly where they are and if they're forward holding or not. If they're forward holding, in general, you're gonna be wanting to go through left and through main. You're not because someone has to die if you go through right. The demo's gonna kill somebody. If they're not forward holding, I think main and cliff is the way to go. But really, as long as you're getting in and you're getting in at the same time, so. Preferably glow. You'll call when you're gonna be in. Call that you're trying to get in, and we just need somebody
Sure.
to call that I am in. I will.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
will be in 5 seconds. And you know, if you're not gonna be able to make it in 5 seconds, you need to call wait. You know, like the big thing is that everyone goes at the same time. That's the really big thing on 4-mans. Like honestly, like even if you haven't gotten your buff, if you just hear that everyone else is going, I mean, and if it's just too late, just go. Just fucking go.
Alright,
Yeah.
got it.
So we've talked about mids, we talked about four-mans. When we're pushing, we only want to take 3 people through the same door. In general, like if you know, if we get Uber and we're just trying to take ground, you generally don't want more than 3 people to walk through the same door. So
Yeah.
if we push cliffside, it'll be me and Demo walking through the door on right, you know, and you know everyone else can try to get through main. And you can still come through right side, but you need to wait for other people to be through first. You know, like we just yeah. But yeah, so don't make sure you're not crowding these doorways because these are all super spammable and easy to get fucked on. So let's talk about holds. If we're forward holding, Demo plays cliffside. A scout, we'll call it I'll play on top, like just around China and Japan and whatnot, around house. Like I'll play on this little top part so that I can rotate left if I have to. Panda, you'll be playing far right with our Demo. Like you just around cliff. We'll both be playing the same area, really. Just make sure we're not both in the same spot at the same time. Like we both need to be mindful of that. But we'll kind of rotate and get heals and come back up and yada yada yada. A soldier will be playing top as well. The soldier will be playing top, but more around like on Japan. Like you need to be close enough to get heals and to spam main and left. So yeah, we'll have both soldiers on left. Our med will be playing like on the stairs on left side. And generally, soldiers, you need to be spamming, but you need to be spamming very conservatively. Just like one rocket, reload, one rocket, reload. Like you just need to have as many
Alright.
rockets as possible. You also
Can you
need.
stand on that awning over main?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
You also need to make sure
Wait, which one?
over like so. Are you on?
Oh,
That
oh.
awning.
No,
Oh,
over
this one,
here.
For like a sneaky sort of thing. I was just curious.
Oh,
'Cause I know
yeah.
on the menu one you can.
There's a few hiding spots around here. You can also hide
Yeah.
like on the basketball hoop here. Oh wait, never
Can
mind.
you?
Thought you used to be able to. I think could be wrong, but
Okay.
Yeah, so our pocket's gonna be spamming the left side, and our rimmer's gonna be spamming the door in the middle. The only time we'll be spamming, like, if you do any damage to, you know, if you're spamming left and you do damage, call that you've done damage, and our rimmer will spam it as well. Make sure you have it, unless they're actually in. You need to have at least 2 rockets in your thing at all times. Like
Alright.
you need to make sure
One to
that
shoot,
you.
one to jump, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, really just one to shoot. Like, we should be stuffing them if they come in. That's the whole point. If we lose a scout, we need to be careful. If we lose a soldier, we need to be super fucking careful. If we lose our Demo, we need to stop forward holding.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's forward holds. If we're not forward holding, we have like we have a soldier playing on shed or on boxes. We have a roamer playing left. We have our pocket playing on like rock or whatever. Scouts are playing on point. Demo is just doing whatever the fuck he wants to do without, getting too deep.
He doesn't do that.
No, Heist has never gone too deep. We'll watch Heist and
We'll
point
call
out
him back
the-
if he starts to wander again.
We'll point out specific situations. Like, in general, like, you shouldn't walk past the rock, and you really shouldn't walk past house if you're Demo.
Mhm.
Like, you shouldn't even walk up like next to house if you're Demo.
Yeah. Which means he'll probably be like way past it.
Yeah, so that means
It's okay.
that means he won't walk into spawn. I think that's everything. Can you guys think of anything that I haven't covered?
Nope.
We talked about mids, we talked about 4-mans, we talked about pushing out of our spawn. Oh yeah, when we're building at spawn, be in spawn still.
Oh yeah, that's one thing though. If we're building, there's a lot of places I can get spammed from. Like when you guys peek doors.
Yeah. Yeah, we have to be super
Like
careful about that.
it's
We have to be super
almost
wary of that.
impossible not to get take spam damage medic and spawn if people are peeking both doors at the same time.
it really shouldn't be that big a problem.
Yeah, it rarely is, but we'll keep it in mind. We'll just be wary of it. If our med's calling, she can be spammed, and just
I've
don't
had
be a retard.
teams that I've had like lobbies and stuff where people actually get me killed when I'm trying to build because they're just peeking so much and there's so much stuff coming in from the sides.
Well, they need to frag. No, I know what you're saying. if it's a problem, we'll deal with it. But I don't think it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Um,
No, basically, if I call for you guys to close the doors, that just means I need them closed because I'm taking too much damage. Now, if you go outside, or if you just run out through the doors, that's great. But if you're like standing and opening and closing them over and again, that allows people to spam me.
all right, true fact. The last thing I'm just gonna, the only reason I'm citing this so much is because I had a shit ton of trouble with it when I played Soldier. If you're hurt on mid, if we're playing, the first mid fight and you're hurt as Soldier, like, just, I mean, I wouldn't even call, I mean, unless our med's really not doing anything, like, just get a pack. Don't even bother calling for an arrow. Just go get the pack. Like,
Okay.
like maybe if, like, I don't know, if we already have people
Yeah, I
out of the
don't
fight,
remember
then if we already have people out of the fight, you might want to call for an arrow.
If we're
Or if you're
retreating,
standing on safety, I can arrow that pretty easily, or the sheds.
if we're,
Yeah,
we're
but most of the
retreating, well,
places you'll get-
we wanna tank our scouts on these ones.
Yeah.
So like I
I
don't
mean-
I even like I don't know, even this last game when you got distracted like with like going for arrows for like either of us, like it took up a lot of our time.
Yeah.
I mean like it's not your fault, that's just ours. Like but like so I think for sure on these mids we should just rather like have our scouts be, like our scouts
I'm
be
talking
buffed
about
as
during
priority.
downtime. I can arrow people because it helps me build faster. Well, till they make those changes they were posting today.
Yeah, but I mean like in the middle of the mid fight.
Yeah.
Then yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't arrow people.
Also,
in the
one thing,
middle
if
of
we're
the fight.
if we're retreating, definitely call where you're going because we might be
Oh,
able to leave
yes.
the pack. We need to leave the pack for you if we know we were
Okay,
retreating.
yeah.
So,
We need to follow her too. That's
well, yeah, I know, but
We-
I'm saying like
yeah.
if we're doing a scenario where we're not gonna go for like we're not gonna get many arrows as soldiers, then we're gonna go
Yeah.
for packs, right? But we should probably leave
Well,
the pack
most
for
of the
our
time
med
that I
if
have
we're
to back
leaving.
up because I'm on the side where the cliff is, I'll be backing out through that door.
Yeah.
So I'll be letting you know if I have to get the back.
Alrighty.
Oh, Oh yeah, Panda finally disconnected. Okay. I think that's everything.
Mhm.
All right. Cool.
Okay.
Well, I do want to talk about that Snakewater game at some point. Just
Yeah.
there's things to learn, but otherwise, I'm not going to bed. I'm gonna see if I can upload this before